For the past few months or so, I've been switching back and forth between the MacBook Pro and the Lenovo Legion 7, for my day-to-day gaming and even edits. And I gotta say, the Legion 7 has to be one of the best laptops out there today. And that's the one we're gonna take a close look at in this video. My name's Ash, you're watching C4E Tech, and if you do end up liking what you see, thumbs up, subscribe, you know what to do. Anyways, let's get started. Let me start with a spoiler. I like this laptop, I really do. Lenovo's got a lot of things nailed this time around, and let's start with one of the highlights of the Legion 7, that display. This is the first laptop to come with a 16-inch Quad HD panel with a 165Hz refresh. The bezels too, as you can see, are very small. This panel covers 100% sRGB color gamut and is color calibrated out of the box. Now this is a gaming laptop and an expensive one at that, so we all know the gaming performance is going to be great, and we're going to talk a lot about it too. But to begin with, for me to use this laptop as my primary for months, I needed to be able to work on it. And the Legion 7 had no issues doubling as the perfect work laptop. The display here, it's matte with almost no reflections. It's HDR capable and it's quite bright, so I could script when I was out at, say, a coffee shop. The 16:10 aspect ratio also gives us a little more screen real estate on the height side of things, which helps for documents and pretty much everything on the web. And given it's just 16:10, the black bars to the top and bottom when you watch 16:9 content, it's kept to a minimum. Talking about scripting, the keyboard. Lenovo calls this true strike. It's feature-packed. It's got dedicated media keys, a full-size numpad, and the arrow keys are not buried in with everything else. The keys have 1.3mm of travel, and while it took me a few days to get used to this, coming from a full-sized mechanical keyboard, it wasn't all that bad. And coming from me, given how picky I am about keyboards, I think most people should be happy with this one. Also, the large glass trackpad was pretty fine to use. Now, given this is a gaming laptop after all, there's LED all around. You have LED on the keys that can be individually adjusted. You have LEDs to the bottom, the sides, the Y logo to the back lights up, and hell, even the vents have colorful lights pouring out of them. This is all controlled by Corsair's iQ software, which is what I'm used to, so I was right at home with it. The software is pretty intuitive, so most people should have no issues getting used to it anyway. Now, if you want to just quickly change things around, function and spacebar would help you get the job done. Say you're in a meeting and your LEDs light up, boom, done. It's as simple as that. Now, all this would be for naught if the Legion 7 didn't pack enough horsepower underneath, and Lenovo's absolutely delivered here. This here's the top SKU they sell, and it's got an AMD Ryzen 5900HX paired with a 165W RTX 3080. So the gaming performance was amazing, whether it was esports titles or the latest AAA games. I had no issues running them at Quad HD, even with all the settings cranked up and ray tracing enabled. The performance, it was great. Beat it up, the display has a under 3 millisecond response time with Nvidia G-Sync and AMD FreeSync Premium to keep those frames super smooth. Lenovo's done a lot to make sure this performance is sustainable. We have machine drilled holes above the keyboard for air intake. Hell, the keyboard itself works as an intake, with there being space under each key to get fresh air in. About 30% of the bottom is covered by holes for intake. Open this up and you'll find two large 12-volt fans and a massive vapor chamber. Almost every component that dissipates heat is covered by this vapor chamber. I also love how the RAM is not soldered on. While my unit has a terabyte of storage, that can be swapped out too. And Lenovo's even got an extra M.2 slot. So not only can you play games well and do that for a long time, you can also install a lot of them if you need to. Given how the sizes of AAA games keep getting higher and higher with each passing year, being able to expand storage is most definitely future-proofing, and it's a welcome addition. The fans here can get loud when in a quiet environment, so if you need to silence them, you can quickly switch profiles with the Function NQ shortcut. And on quiet, they're pretty silent. That said, when you game, the speakers are loud enough to drown out any possible fan noise you can hear. Beat it up, the HD webcam is nothing to write home about with regards to quality, but it's placed right and it has Tobii Horizon support, so with some games you can have it track your head and maybe peek around corners if you want to. I've always found Tobii head tracking gimmicky, but hey, if that's something you like, it's right there. Now this camera can be disconnected using this toggle here, so if you want to ensure privacy, you can go ahead and do that. Next to this toggle is a USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type-C port, and the other side has another one, but USB 3.2 Gen 2 with DisplayPort 1.4 this time. There's also a 3.5mm combo jack. Now with a lot of laptops, two USB Type-Cs are pretty much all the inputs you're going to get, but not here. Despite the Legion 7 being a slim and light gaming laptop, it's about 20mm thick, weighs in at 2.5 kgs, and that's without a build material compromise. It's aluminum magnesium alloy all around. Lenovo here has still thrown in a lot of ports to the back. You have gigabit Ethernet, a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port with power delivery and DisplayPort 1.4, two USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-A ports, a HDMI, another USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type-A, and finally one for power in. You can charge the laptop with these Type-C ports at up to 100 watts thanks to PD support, but this one right here, it uses a 300 watt charging brick that comes with the laptop for some real fast charging, 0 to 60 in just 30 minutes flat. I also love how these are labeled nicely. They even light up. So if you need to plug in something, you don't need to flip the laptop around, just lower the display and plug it in. You can also see what you're doing. So loads of I/O, a great display, top-notch specs with sustained performance, very practical keyboard and trackpad, loads of LEDs that can be turned off to make it more stealthy if you need it. Lenovo's put together one awesome package here. And as awesome as things get, the price also increases. So it doesn't come cheap, it's priced a little over 2 lakhs. But if you are looking for a laptop in this segment with the Legion 7, Lenovo's made a strong case to be your laptop pick. This is one excellent piece of hardware and I absolutely enjoyed spending a few months with it. So that's basically been my take on the Legion 7. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, we are at the end of this video. Do you want to see more laptop coverage on C4 eTech? If yes, what laptop would you like to see me cover next? Leave a comment down below. And I guess that's pretty much it. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about the video. Subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon if you haven't yet. And thanks for your time, thanks for watching. Until next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 eTech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.